Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. You know, I'm happy. I'm going to have lunch with one guy in town that makes it impossible to have a bad day, at least for me anyhow. Joe McGovern from Stan and Joe's. We need to catch up on some things, and I love that no matter what life throws at him, he's always seeing the bright side of life and working to help someone else out, usually. Plus, I get to get a cheesesteak stogie, so anyhow, we do have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? A 57-year-old Edgewater man is cooling his heels on attempted murder charges after he shot his roommate over drug money. The Anne Arundel County Police were called to a shooting on Monday afternoon on Wilmer Place in Edgewater, and they were met with two people on the front porch who they detained immediately, one who ended up being the suspect. Inside, they found the victim with a shotgun wound to his shoulder. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and the suspect was taken to Jennifer Road and booked on attempted murder and firearms charges. That other person out on the porch, he was released. A 5-vehicle accident left a 46-year-old Pasadena man dead on Saturday evening. It's a bit hard to follow, but a Lexus SUV was traveling eastbound in the westbound lanes of Route 100 near Quarterfield Road. It hit a Civic head-on, and as they collided, a Chevy van hit the Lexus head-on as well. The van began to rotate and was ultimately struck by a truck that was towing two jet skis on a trailer. As things were all coming to a rest, another Lexus sedan came around the curb and hit the Lexus SUV. The driver of the van, who was hit head-on, started to rotate and was hit by the truck with the jet skis, died at shock trauma a little bit later. All of the other drivers were taken to area hospitals for non-life-threatening injuries. Annapolis Mayor Buckley got a slap on the wrist from the city's Ethics Commission. Remember what people were calling Dinghy-gate? The mayor was docking his too large inflatable at the end of his street despite the size restriction, and after complaints, his solution was to deputize his personal boat to allow it to dock at any city location with impunity and for free. While most people could obviously see the conflict of interest in creating a law just to benefit one person, the mayor and council didn't, and they approved it. Well, someone filed an ethics complaint against him, and the commission ruled and pretty much said the conflict was obvious and should have been obvious to everybody, but they did nothing. In the end, they decided that an official reprimand, which is the least onerous of the options available to them, was needed. So basically, bad Gavin, and a slap on the nose with the newspaper. You can read the full opinion at eyeonannapolis.net. Hey, we were hyping up the Maryland Hall Arts Alive fundraiser earlier this month, and man, did they hit it out of the park. First off, it was a fun night with amazing people and friends and an awesome band and food. There were some muckety-mucks there, too, as well. First Lady Yumi Hogan, Senator Sarah Elfreth, Delegates Dana Jones and Shanika Henson, and Mayor Gavin Buckley. A great auction, and of course, spotlights on the resident companies of Maryland Hall. Well, Scott Schaefer, their new CFO, put some batteries into his old calculator and added it up, and the evening brought in more than $200,000 to further their mission to provide art for all. So well done to everybody that was involved with that. We were so proud to have been a sponsor. Okay, here's your last chance to get some tickets to tomorrow evening's Ignite Annapolis at Maryland Hall. Tickets are only $10, and you can get them at igniteannapolis.com, and your ticket purchase does benefit the Anne Arundel County Food Bank because the need is so great. I'm on the planning committee for this, and when I checked last night, there were between 50 and 75 seats still available, so you want to go get them now if you want to go. It is a fun, thought-provoking night, I do promise. Not sure what to expect? Head on over to igniteannapolis.com and check out the videos from years past. Hope to see you there. All right, and that is a wrap on the news. Pod News. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, it's John Wojcik, local author and a guy that just started up a new business called Mission Next. After that, Jefferson Holland, and you may know him from the Capitol and his reviews of area parks with his dog Millie, but he does wear many, many, many hats, and we covered a lot of them, covered a lot of ground, sitting outside of Davis's Pub. That was a fun one. All right, let's put this puppy to bed with a quick thank you to you. And also to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, and Scout and Molly's. So now you need to hang tight because George Young from DCMDVA Weather is standing by with your locally forecast weather report. And of course, we have Bridget, also known as BeeprBuzz, with all the real scoop on your music news in Annapolis After Dark. All that in just a bit, so hang tight.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, September 21st. Yesterday brought more sunny and warm conditions to the Annapolis region, and today will be a virtual repeat, but big changes are on the way. Starting tomorrow, look for sun and warm temps again today with above average highs in the low to mid 80s for most spots across Anne Arundel County, ahead of a cold front that will impact the region tomorrow, with some showers and storms followed by some breezy winds, with highs still in the upper 70s to lower 80s tomorrow before temps really cool off for a couple of days, with lows Friday morning likely in the mid 40s to mid 50s, with highs only 65 to 72 degrees in the afternoon, followed by AM lows Saturday of only 40 to 51 degrees across the region, with sunny PM highs Saturday around 70 to 75 degrees. With Sunday then looking very nice as well, with AM lows Sunday of 47 to 56 degrees, with afternoon temps right around 80 degrees for PM highs. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info. Definitely be sure to download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt.
One of the biggest questions I'm getting asked right now, what is going on with the housing market? Well, when the interest rates jumped up 2 percentage points, mortgage payments went up 20% for the same home. This is starting to have an effect on the number of buyers we are seeing, with 10% fewer home sales than last spring. However, our inventory is 25% lower than the same time last year. What does all this mean? There are more home buyers than homes on the market, so prices are still increasing. Now more than ever, it's time to work with someone who can guide you with solid, proven advice. Wisdom, proactiveness, and intense marketing make a huge difference. Please give us a call today and let us help you navigate these waters. We promise to educate and guide you with your best interest at heart.
That's another moving moment with Kristi Neidhardt of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com.
The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday the 21st through Sunday the 25th. Go to the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz, and also both websites for the full schedule. We update the event and all websites with changes and cancellations so you know before you go. AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeprBuzz.com. Live music for today, Wednesday. Larry Lay is back, and we'll be playing your favorite tunes on the keys at Brian Baru. Doug Segre will be at Senor Chili in Arnold, which is becoming quite the hotspot for live music. Naptown Girl Crush will be at Eastport Democratic Club, known as the EDC. You must be a member or a guest of a member to attend. Stephen Henson will be at Tuscan Prime. And Hippie Happy Hour is back at 49 West. Thursday, get to the point for Daphne Ekman. The Phillips brothers are back at Senor Chili in Arnold, which is Orlando and Greg Phillips, which some may know are from the 80s band Starpoint. Irish Traditional Sessions with Peter Bryce and Friends returns to Galway Bay on Thursday, which will fill Maryland Avenue with the sounds from Ireland. Thursday is the night for September Sunset concerts by the Annapolis Maritime Museum over at their Park Campus location, known as Ellen Moyer Park and Back Creek Nature Park. This week, the music will be Rickshaw Lizard. Also on Thursday, Ben Heemstra of Ben will be on the rooftop at Metropolitan. And if you're on the Eastern Shore, catch one of my favorites, Jay Corsi Willis at Big Al Tiki Bar. Mixed Business will be at Julep. And Thursday night at Dark Horse, Honey Soul. Weekend music. Friday night, start with Happy Hour at Blackwall Hitch with Dana B. and stay for Timmy Metz Band. Wheelhouse Rock Band will be at Romulo's in Severna Park. Richard Hayward will be at Killarney House in Davidsonville, which just received a makeover and is absolutely stunning. Go check it out. The Music Room will be at Rams Head Roadhouse with Scott Himes and Scott Voorhees and crew. Chris Button will be on the Dock Bar at Stan and Joe's Riverside in Galesville. Left at the Dial will be Rockin' Malloy's in Crofton. 2 floors of free music at Middleton Tavern with 3 of a Kind downstairs and Donald Wolcott upstairs in the Piano Bar. There will be music at the Live Arts Maryland studio at the Annapolis Mall Friday evening. The Davidson Exchange will be closing out Friday night at the Annapolis Smokehouse. Saturday is day 1 for the Maryland Seafood Festival. Plenty of seafood and music all day. 4 bands on Saturday, including Moran Tripp Band and Back Pages Band. There is an Oktoberfest celebration to benefit the Maryland Food Bank in the parking lot up at Whitey's Liquors up in Lithicum. Music by the Severn River Band, and take a canned good and enjoy the music with brats and beers. At Old Stein Inn in Edgewater, Sylvia will be strolling on the accordion. Brendan Lane will be playing on the Dock Bar at Stan and Joe's Riverside in Galesville. Chris Button will be at the Broadneck Grow in Edgewater. Sparks and McCoy will be at Sullivan's Cove in Severna Park. The Miller Brothers Blues Band will be at Severna Park Tap House. And if you missed the Severn River Band earlier in the day, you can catch them again on Saturday at Gina's Cantina in Millersville. Lost and Found Trio Band will be at the Graduate Hotel in the Trophy Room. Hurricane Kevin will be at the Annapolis Market House. And 2 floors of free music at Middleton Tavern Saturday night with Troll Tribe downstairs and Alex Cooper upstairs in the Piano Bar. Sunday Fun Day Brunch. Annapolis Bluegrass returns to Sullivan's Cove. Guava Jelly will be playing Walk for the Animals at Quiet Waters Park. Nate and Jim will be up at Rams Head Dockside in Glen Burnie. PJ and Neil will be at Senor Chili in Arnold. Wendell Live is back Sunday at Carpaccio. And Zach Ambrose will be in Market Space outside of Federal House. And if you miss him there, you can catch him again later Sunday night at Stan and Joe's. Sunday is day 2 for the Maryland Seafood Festival. More seafood and music by Chris Sachs Band. Another day band is back to perform the event again. Wheelhouse Rock Band and 8OHM's band will be closing down the festival, which should be pretty epic. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas on the Annapolis Streaming Facebook event and on the websites AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. I'll see you out there.
Ready for a new look for those end-of-summer parties? Come see us at Scout and Molly's. I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate this great little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center. After spending the last 2 years shopping online, come enjoy a fun, in-person shopping experience with a bonus, real customer service. We'd love to help you pick out the perfect outfit for back-to-school Annapolis boat shows and nights out with your friends. Scout and Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thanks for shopping local.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.